What is up? Now, full transparency, this was after a workout with a light baby pump. Now, I can definitely see what you mean about posing too early, so I'm just going to be patient, but this is my best attempt at reaching for a sword, but I feel like this is amazing cue, and this is how I feel like I'm going to learn the best. I can study the guide all I want, but the cues that you give me and actually seeing it and then practicing what you give me feedback wise is how I'm going to learn the best. Here I'm trying to squeeze my glutes. I feel like it's hard to find that perfect opening your lats and getting them nice and wide and getting them symmetrical and keeping the shoulders even. Here's my best attempt at my leg extension and getting that foot position in the right angle, but I do believe that there's a little bit of hamstring trying to pop out there. If I remember correctly, this was a 155.3 weigh-in. So this is a full set from a high incline dumbbell shoulder press, but I wanted to talk to you about RIR and RPE. So it's always kind of been my thought process is RIR 0 and RPE 0 is when you can't do any more repetitions with good form. I know that's not true failure, but am I thinking about that wrong? Because it's always been kind of my goal to make every rep look the exact same. Eventually those reps will slow down, and if you continue past that point, the form would change. So I always stop before any form changes. Let me know if I'm thinking about that incorrectly and how you like to approach that. Also, I wanted to touch on, so I have a dumbbell set 5 through 50, and then I have 80s. 80s are a little bit too heavy for this exercise. I probably can get 3 or 4 reps right now. So what I've been doing is kind of taking this pretty close to failure. So I believe this was my first set, and I believe I got about 16 reps. So let me know how you want to approach with the dumbbell set. I'm kind of at my budget garage gym wise, so I don't want to spend any more money. So here we have the row. Here I'm thinking about a consistent stretch and just driving my elbows back as far as possible, maybe puffing up my chest a little bit as I row. Are there any cues that you have noticed that have been super beneficial? I remember seeing a video where you talked about kind of really bringing up your back. So finishing up 7 consecutive days of 10,000. Motivation is still 10 out of 10. We'll see how this changes as things actually start to get hard. Food focus / hunger level. I'm definitely aware now that we have lowered calories. If I make a dumb, unvolume-esque food decision, I'll definitely pay for it later in the day. Workouts, very poor sleep this week. Missed one workout, and when I don't sleep, even worse than I do with the baby, I feel like shit. Couple new lows. That 155 is starting to pop up more and more on the scale. I haven't been able to use the restroom kind of right before I weigh in, just depending. Just haven't had to go, but I definitely feel like the 154 is right there. Workouts went pretty good though. I'm starting to feel a good groove with the squats. I actually really love the squats, and the only thing that is kind of sucking is I just don't love the RDL. Midfoot, weight in the heels, arching the back being its natural position. I just feel like my back takes over, and it's just not a movement that I enjoy. You're always talking about supply and demand. What do you think about moving that to the end of leg days? I'm open to whatever. Let me know what you think. No new aches and pains, and stress level is 5 out of 10.